Do they have a name for this? Most people have a name for their Airbnb.
I'll have to look it up. We actually were supposed to get a container home because we looked and studied on those for a long time. And it wound up being booked before we got to it because being 4th of July weekend, so. They have a little back porch on that place.
Well, one good thing about getting back in here.
Is that an art studio?
I don't know what that is. Chicken coop.
I would make it an art studio.
Retired chickens. One good thing about getting back in here is Google Maps took us right to the front door.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't think it, but
Good job, Google Maps. Okay, it's going to be a bumpy ride, y'all, but we're going to give you a tour of what all we have crossed getting through here. It is very much like in Oklahoma at the farm, except even more hills.
good old trusty toadster. Some of these hills you lose the road underneath your hood. It's so steep. Cute little black-eyed Susans.
Mm-hmm. Really sweet. Her doing the little flowers and dessert.
Crossing this little spring here.
It's real cute.
I bet it is beautiful coming through here in springtime when the dogwoods are blooming. I see the trees, but there's no blooms on them now.
The little red reflectors are how you find your way here. She's marked it along the path. And there's other people, neighbors. She has 50 acres back there where the cabin is, and I'll add a part 2 to this to give you the history of it. I'd have to pull it up to read you what all it says about it.
We're going to have some videos tomorrow of rock climbing and, watching other people rock climb. I ain't going to be doing it.
Videoing rock climbing. That's like videoing cliff diving and skydiving and things. We'll video it. I think I need to keep my feet on the ground.
And we are in the backyard of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Ooh, pig suey.
Cody and his dad grew up cutting through woods like this at night, walking through, and he can see in the dark still. Just cut through and wade around in it. I can't see it all.
You can once your eyes get adjusted.
I prefer to walk through it in the daylight. I had a copperhead bite me a few years back, and I never want to experience any of that again. There's another neighbor. These get really steep, y'all. Thank goodness for the toad. roasted coffee from around here that she provides. And we didn't know any better. We just used to stay in Airb&bs that have Keurigs. So we bought the K-Cups thinking we'd have to bring our own coffee. But man, there's no beating hers.
Look down that gap there and see if you can see.
It is a barn or something. The house is down there in a barn. They've got a lot of neighbors, but they're quite a distance. She said theirs was 50 acres. I don't know how much everybody else has, but there's lots of different gates and driveways.
My grandma and grandpa never had, well, they did when they finally moved into town, but they had a wood stove they cooked on and a wood stove they heated with. Even in the summertime, they cooked with that wood stove. Just about all the wood was hickory, and it's got its own unique smell whenever it's cooked. It's just a great childhood memory of mine, smelling that hickory smoke. We are about a 1,000 foot elevation up here. It ain't much. We've been to mountains that are 14 and 16,000. You get hiking up, you'll see the mountains. In the camera now, we're still going up. You hear the tires break loose every now and then.
When we were at the RV site earlier, we had to go to the top of the hill in Devil's Den State Park. There is no phone service whatsoever, so everybody there has to go to the top of the hill and park in this little off area, parking area, so that they can make a phone call.
We'll be posting this on Toadster Honda Element and Greens with Demi Homestead. And I'll be making some photos and little short videos on Toadster and Ellie Grace on Instagram, so you can find us.
Still climbing, y'all.
Get done at this one.
He's seen a ton of deer today.
Yeah, probably see more tonight now that the sun's going down.
There's a little homes set up. There's a cluster of mailboxes to prove people live here.
Well, it's pretty up here. We still got a couple miles to go out the road to go yet. But it ain't like what we just come up off of. This is like the main gravel road.
Yeah, so now let's start going downhill a little.
Stop, stop, stop. Please read loose ground. She's chasing Nova, that's why the camera's kind of...
Yeah, it's quite a bit. Now this looks like Oklahoma.
This would have been fun to come up here for original honeymoon. We went all the way to Irving, Texas.
Yeah, to the Embassy Suites.
Nice little garden. Where your greens with Envy Homestead people.
Corn.
Asparagus, garlic.
That's the White's house.
We told you there's a ways up in here.
That's the blue house.
What is it?
I said, and that's the blue house.
That's the blue house.
The metal roof. There's the red house. And the donkey. This was Superior Roofing. Probably bothers him, all these people with metal roofs. And the cattle. Gardens.
Hey, I see some thunderstorms
We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, remember?
out in the distance. Yeah.
There's the little chapel.
And cute.
I like the bell tower.
Oak Grove, 1904. Probably about the time that house was built that we're staying in, I'd guess.
Yeah.
Remind me to show you some cool pictures in that one back room. It's the same woman. The pictures look really old, but it almost looks, I don't know how to describe it. The woman in the pictures look timeless, like you can't. They look like very old photos, but you can't really tell how old.
We're gonna have to study those books and show Ashley because she would love just hanging out there reading books and having peace and quiet, less people.
And you saw a pawpaw tree. Don't have any of those in Oklahoma that I know of. Hey, look, y'all, it's the blacktop finally.
And that's how long it takes to get her pages of directions to get to and from.
Thanks for watching.
We're gonna go grab a bite to eat.
We'll see y'all in the morning. See you down the road.
See you down the road.